Okay, so here's the intro video for a large tract, a 6-acre tract, direct frontage on the take line at Bull Shoals Lake um, in Boone County, Arkansas. So jumping right into it here, here's the property. It's outlined in red. This is located on a beautiful peninsula, which is called Timber Shoals Ranch. And there you can see the entire peninsula. The yellowish lines are road easements. Um, and this brown area that you see is part of the Corps of Engineer take line at Bull Shoals Lake. So Bull Shoals being a Corps of Engineer lake, generally private citizens like you and I can't own the actual water frontage because it's owned and controlled by the Corps of Engineers, and that includes a buffer strip going back from the water, and that's so they can raise and lower the lake level at the dam for flood control and power generation and all that good stuff. So just like Table Rock Lake at Branson, same deal, it's a Corps of Engineer lake. So what you can do, if you're lucky enough to do so, is own frontage on the take line. And take line is what gives you access to the Corps of Engineer land and ultimately the water itself. So here on the north side of the property, you've got about 255 feet of direct frontage on the take line. So you can literally go from the property, very short walk, down a gentle incline right to the water. This is State Line Cove on Bull Shoals Lake right here. It's an excellent place to fish. In fact, the last time we were up there, pulled a couple big fish out of State Line Cove. But there are also other trails leading to different spots on the lake. As far as putting a boat in the water, the two closest spots that we've used have been up here, this pink line, which is basically a trail that just crosses this meadow, hits the Corps of Engineer land, and then primitive trail right down to the water, and we backed a pontoon boat and jet skis in there. So this field is not public land, but we happen to own the south part of that field, and you're welcome to cross over it to get to the Corps of Engineer land. The other option for Timber Shoals Ranch property owners is down here at the south side of the peninsula. Follow that trail into the Corps of Engineer land, and then there's what we call the sandy beach area. So when the water level's a little lower, there's hundreds of yards of beautiful sandy beach, and then when the water level's higher, it'll be up here more toward the greenery, but you can still back your boat, your pontoon boat, your bass boat, or whatever in the water here. There's a hard packed gravel area, which makes a really good natural launch, and we've used both of those. So the property itself, just really quickly here, here's how you get there. You take Moark Road, short for Missouri Arkansas Road, and that goes right down to the state line. This is the state line between Missouri and Arkansas, so Taney County, Missouri on the north, Boone County, Arkansas on the south. The paved road actually ends. You'll jog to the left onto the gravel easement road. If you were to go straight, it would be this gentleman's driveway. Nice guy and his wife that live out here. But you're going to jog to the left and take the gravel easement road. Zoom in a little bit here. Go down through this pasture area. You'll see a barn, and you'll come to a Y in the road. You'll go left at the Y. You'll veer right at the next Y. Continue on straight through these two tiny meadows, and then when you come to this last Y, you're going to hang a left, and that's going to take you to this large meadow, which is where you'll find the property. So like I said, just over 6 acres. This is actually two separate 3-acre tracts that we joined together because they went so very well together, and we had a lot of people that were interested in having a large meadow area. This happens to have a small wildlife pond here on the south side. Beautiful mature timber on this property. I mean, massive trees, both in the meadow and on the north side. The wildlife out here is just thick. I mean, just deer and turkey everywhere. Most of the time when we pull in, the deer are grazing up in this upper meadow up here, and they always run to the south. And if we happen to be going to a property near this meadow, that's generally where we'll find most of that herd of deer, is they come here and hang out in this meadow. So, I mean, you will have deer and turkey on your property, which is great. So like I said, about 250 feet wide on the north end, gets slightly wider on the south, then about 850 feet north to south. So yeah, let's do a topo map check here, because that's one of the best things about this property actually, is it's extremely level. It's, I guess you'd call it the highest on the south side, and then it slopes down just very, very gradually. as you head to the north. Basically, I mean, some people call it flat in the meadow here, but it actually does slope down. When you get to the northern end, it starts to slope a little more. Still not what I would call steep. And then there's actually, you can walk over across the take line into the Corps of Engineer land, and it's a gentle walk right down to State Line Cove there. If you continue going on this trail, there's a trail that goes down to the water. I mean, there are several. You'll just have to, bring your four-wheeler or your side-by-side and explore all these. Timber Shoals Ranch is basically designed with trucks or SUVs in mind. Just kind of a primitive road system and meant to be private and stay that way. I'm trying to think here. Property itself, like I said, it's about 2/3, maybe 3/4 meadow, and the balance being wooded. There's been no commercial logging that we're aware of for years and years and years, for decades out here. May have been a couple trees taken for firewood, I'm not sure, but we didn't see any signs of logging out here. So pretty unique property, pretty stunning. Take a look at the other videos. Take a look at the listing on our website to see if it's still available. If it's available, you'll see it on our website. If it's just not on the website, then unfortunately it's already been sold. We are going to have some other smaller tracts coming up. I don't know if we'll have another double track like this. This is just, like I said, happened to be a situation where the two tracks went together so well that we decided to join them together. We did a price drop, so you're getting a discount based on buying two tracts. So yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. InstantAcres.com is our website. You can email us, or you can certainly call us in the office, but you can get us by email anytime at sales@instantacres.com. It's a gorgeous area. We've got property covenants in place to protect your investment, but you can still build your own home or cabin. It just has to have a minimum 600 square foot continuous concrete foundation, no portable buildings, a couple other odds and ends like that are not too restrictive, we don't think, but they're also going to keep the area looking good and protect your investments. So yeah, 6 acres at Timber Shoals Ranch, instantacres.com.